Hello, this is Manuel Betancourt, the IoT bicycle guy. Once again, here talking to you guys about Internet of Things. Once again, learning with you guys about the Internet of Things. So, in the Internet of Things, we have two main approaches, two main aspects. We have the industrial aspect and we have the commercial aspect. On the industrial side, really all of these big factories have used sensors and actuators for a long time. We have seen automation and factory lines using all of these concepts. So no news there, you might think, but really the internet, the industrial internet, is growing at giant steps. We see General Electric wanting to bind all of these cloud and things with their own operating system. We see different players on the industry like Cisco having approaches to integrate all of this Internet of Things. We have the other aspect, that is the commercial side, and we find platforms like Apple, iOS, we find Android from Google, and we see also a big trend of wanting to bind all of these things to become intelligent, to give them more of a context, to have a reality controlled by these little enchanted objects around us. But there is something lacking between these two approaches, and one of the things that we can see is the ability to repurpose these technologies. We might have arguably security, but we also have to marry to a specific vendor. We have things clash when our different things don't play nicely with each other. There is a third approach. It's what I call the Internet of Toys. It's all of this maker movement, all of these prototyping approaches that bring us the option of the bicycle. That's why I say I'm the IoT bicycle guy, because just like in a bicycle you can go faster to a place. Maybe it's not the most robust of the ways to travel and you have to use some energy. You can still move faster than if you were doing things without any other tool. What I mean is, if I want to do the shopping, if I want to do my shopping for my house, and all I need to get is milk and eggs, a bicycle is an awesome vehicle to go to the shop and come back. I don't need to have a big 2-ton wheeler truck to go and do the shopping, and I don't need a Ferrari to go and bring the milk and the eggs. That is the big pain with marrying one of the approaches that the industry or the commerce give us. We have to be married to a specific vendor. We have to get things that might solve our problem, but in an overkill way. When all I need is to know if my fridge is open or closed, so I can call my wife to tell her to close the door of the fridge, I don't need to have Apple giving me a solution for that. And I don't need to buy a new fridge from one of the appliances production groups. So the dream really is to connect the maker movement, the prototyping movement, move fast, and use the best approaches from the factories, use the best approaches from the industrial side, all the learnings of connecting hundreds of thousands of sensors, of having computing done on the edge, of having context generated by the relationships of these things. We can also learn from the commercial side on very good user experience and user interfaces, very sexy looking devices and browsers to the information, like for example our smartphones. The dream is to have a Linux of the Internet of Things, an open source, ever developing, ever expanding approach to hooking up all of these devices, all of these solutions. We can see companies like Amazon going into partnership with Texas Instruments to bring solutions for the makers, to bring solutions for the toy makers. We will be exploring all of these best approaches from the industry and the commerce, emulating them, implementing them with prototyping boards, very cheap devices, open source technologies, but implementing this Internet of Things. So I invite you to join me in this discovery of the Internet of Things, how to have fun and profit in the process. So I invite you, let's go together and learn what is the meaning of IoT. Let's go and see what the bicycle of the IoT is about. Let's populate our environment with devices created by us, created for us. Come with me in this experience and we'll have fun and profit. This is Manuel, the Internet of Things guy, telling you, see you in the third way.